Well, we're just under the 24-hour mark until our Week 6 game of the week featuring the Lubbock Cooper Pirates and the Coronado Mustangs. Now, tomorrow will be a huge district battle, but it also will be a battle of the trenches and who could play best up front. And KLBK Sports got the opportunity to chat with Ashley Pickle of Dave Campbell's Texas Football about this highly anticipated matchup.
When you look at these two teams on paper, do you think that these two are kind of like a match made in heaven to kind of kick off district play?
We were talking about it on our show, Texas Football Today, literally just last week, of this district is so interesting when you look at the amount of talent and the amount of skill from any of the teams in the district, but especially when you take a look at Lubbock Cooper and Lubbock Coronado, both teams that have the opportunity to show up in district play and wipe the slate clean of anything that can happen, specifically when you're talking about Lubbock Coronado.
You mentioned 1-4 record, but a lot of those games have been very close. And I know they've had it, unfortunately, they've came back against Ryder and, unfortunately there was a situation that happened in the end zone. But I guess from what you've seen of them, what's been the most impressive thing that maybe despite what it says on paper, that they have enough grit and toughness to compete in this district?
Right. They're right there. I mean, just right there. And it's been, 3 of the games have been decided basically by one score. Getting blown out against Caprock last week was a little bit of a kind of anomaly and hesitation that we haven't seen. So interested to see how they kind of react to that. But the other games, they're going up against really, really good competitors in the state of Texas, especially like you mentioned with the Ryder game, with the Abilene Cooper game. And it's been shooting themselves in the foot. The one plays where they're really like 3 plays away from going into this game being 4-1. They have all the pieces, especially offensively. Jet Carroll is an unbelievable quarterback. He's got the plethora of wide receivers that he can use to spread the ball out and to get it going. I think that they need to mature a little bit more in the trenches and make sure that they're able to protect it. But honestly, it's just about protecting the football at this point. If DJ Mann can get his guys out there and make sure they're not dropping the football, then I think that this team can really make some noise.
And let's switch it over now to the home team, Lubbock Cooper. It's for them, it's not about rebuilding. It's more about reloading. I mean, they graduated at least 33 seniors last year. They're coming, it was 33 to 37. They have at least 30 up seniors this year, very veteran leadership heavy. And for them, they're actually big when it comes to the line. They have one of the biggest offensive lines, not just in West Texas, but I feel like in the district.
Man, they're huge. Absolutely huge. Coach Chip Darton loves the size. Like you said, that offensive line, anchored by Coulter Lynch, 6'3", 260 on that kid. Holton Hendricks is 6'4", 225. These guys are, like you said, not just out there in West Texas. They are units that anybody could use on the offensive line across the state of Texas. So the offensive line we knew was going to be big. We knew that they were going to be able to develop really well. That's where the senior leadership came back. And you mentioned that they graduate 33 different lettermen. The good thing about it was 13 of the starters were back. So historically speaking, Cooper's a very, very run-heavy offense. They like to just absolutely ground and pound it out. But what you're seeing this year is him telling his guys, hey, we have a quarterback now that can throw it, and we've got receivers that can catch the ball. So let's work on that confidence and not be scared to utilize that. Because you talk to Coach Mann, what's your game plan, going into this game? And he says, we have to stop the run. Coach Darton and Coach Mann are 2 people that it does not matter if you put them on the football field. It does not matter if you're seeing them at coaching school. It does not matter if you're eating lunch with them. They are genuinely good people that are who they are. They are constantly positive. They love West Texas football. You've seen everything. I love what Coach Mann has done with the 34th Street. He brought us all shirts at coaching school. Coach Darton is born and bred out there. So is Coach Mann. And I think that that's what makes those 2 so special is they understand how much they love the 806. They rep it. They're excited. That's where they grew up. It's kind of going back and coaching alma maters and doing that. And they love the people of West Texas. And I think that comes across in their coaching style.
It's going to be such a great matchup. Again, I feel like we're seeing a preview of what possibly could happen down the road in playoffs. These 2 are finally in the same district. You also have Monterey, but at the head of the district is Amarillo Tascosa. and they are favored to win. So we could see a lot of tiebreakers. So this game, even though it's so early on in district, this could be the deciding factor of who wins, who gets that tiebreaker to go to the playoffs.
Wow.
It's very
Maybe
interesting.
looking back at this game in a couple of weeks.
It's very, very interesting. It definitely will be a good one. We'll have live coverage there at 6 and also 10. We'll do a live interview with the winning coach. So very excited, but these are just a kind of a preview of a couple of the other games that we have going on. I know there's a bye week blues or whatever, but there's still really good games going on in our area. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 10:10 for week 6 of the Blitz.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, Arielle.
We'll be right back.